we have to today understand that why do we do Devi Puja? What is the reason for this Devi Puja? What do we get out of it? What are we supposed to achieve in our contents within ourselves? The first thing is that Kundalini is the Devi. She is the reflection of the Adi Shakti. So when you worship Devi, first you worship also your own Kundalini by giving her credit because she has given you this realization. It's much deeper understanding than normally people have about the Devi Puja, because they are not realized souls. Their Kundalini knot is awakened. So normally when they do Devi Puja, it's for the purpose of getting realization, so that the Devi should be pleased, prasanna, and should give them realization, or must give them a chance to get to somebody who will give them realization. But you are at a different level now. So it's more of a thanksgiving to your own Kundalini and to Adi Shakti, glorifying that whatever has happened so miraculously is because of the Kundalini which was within you, which was reflected by the Adi Shakti. But one has to know that only we are realized souls is not the point. Only that we can feel the vibrations is not the point. That we can give realizations to others is also not the point. Then what is it? Very important is the content within us. What do we have within us is the point. These are all the expressions of what we have within. Supposing somebody is generous, then know that he is a rich man. Otherwise he cannot be. So the content within us, we have to see. And when we start seeing the content, where do we find in the nature there is real content? We say the sea. Sea is there, sea full of water. So much of water it sucks in from everywhere. And then it allows itself to be boiled by the sun and gives rain. But sea is the lowest level, stands at the lowest level and sucks in all the water from everywhere. In the same way, a Sahaja must know that to be really achieving more content, we have to be not at a higher level outside. It said in the Bible you have to be meek, but I think it was not explained to people. Only the strong people can be meek. Secure people can be meek. Only the rich in essence can be meek. Not the people who are insecure, because they are insecure, how can they be meek? And not the people who we think are rich, so-called, Because if they are rich, they are not generous, they are not satisfied, they are not philanthropic. So they are not rich, they are still greedy beggars. So the content within us is to be seen. What is our content? You love me, I love you. It's very good. But when you love me, you have to know that there are certain qualities which are very lovable in a Sahaja. Actually, people get lost even after Sahaja. They think they can get over everything, are perfectly all right, and they are thrown overboard. So when we say that we have to be meek, this is a content. The humility is a content. Try to that. Try to be humble with someone. You'll like yourself. You'll enjoy that quality within us. That, you see, I'm humbler than another person. And what is another thing we find as content are the great mountains, because they have heights. And they are the only ones who can capture the clouds. So such a rapport there is between the humility of the ocean and the heights of the mountain. That's how a Sahaja should be. He is too high because so much of content is there in that ocean. Then it has become beautiful, like clouds. And touched his height, his Kailasha, where resides the Shiva. So it's so joy-giving. Of course, as you have painted me there, it's true, that was my situation once upon a time. Today also it is my situation, no doubt, in a very subtle manner, because there's so much of negativity. And I have to work it out on all kinds of levels. There is no excuse for some human being to be a devil, no excuse. And for a Sahaja, there's no excuse at all. But still, once I have called you my son, my child, there's a little blessing, goes, I would say, a long rope. But that long rope, one should not care for. You have to care for your own quality, for your own inner capacity to suck in. Now look at the ocean as it is. All that is around falls into the ocean, everything. And then the sun, you can say that's the spirit, evaporates. Only possible in the ocean. It doesn't evaporate the river so much as it can, because such a wide thing, such a deep thing, inexhaustible. And then absolutely pure material comes out of that. And that can go and touch the heart. Because as a Sahaja's hearts are at a very high level, where there is Shiva residing. Nobody can reach there except for the purity. And unless and until you have that largeness, that depth, that humility and the maryadas. You know that sea never leaves its own maryadas. And if you press it from one end, it will express on one other side. It never leaves. If Pacific Ocean was even 100 feet deeper, there would have been a problem. So even in depth, in its height, in its spreading, it has its own maryadas. But in that maryada, he has a feeling that he is one with the nature, one with Mother. He is not disturbing the Mother Earth, nicely placed in the body of Mother Earth.
अथ देव्या कवचम् अस्य श्रीचण्डी कवचस्य ब्रह्मा ऋषिः अनुष्टुप्छन्दः चामुण्डदेवता अङ्गन्यासोक्तमातरो बीजं दिग्बन्धदेवतास्तत्त्वम् श्रीजगदम्बा प्रीत्यर्थं सप्तशती पाठाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः। नमश्चण्डिकायै मार्कण्डेय उवाच ॐ यद्गुह्यं परमं लोके सर्वरक्षाकरं नृणाम् यन्न कस्यचिदाख्यातं तन्मे ब्रूहि पितामहः। ब्रह्मोवाच अस्ति गुह्यतमं विप्र सर्वभूतोपकारकम् देव्यास्तु कवचं पुण्यम् तस्नुष्व महामुने। प्रथमं शैलपुत्री च द्वितीयं ब्रह्मचारिणी तृतीयं चन्द्रघण्टेति कुष्माण्डेति चतुर्थकं पञ्चमं स्कन्दमातेति षष्ठं कात्यायनीति च सप्तमं कालरात्रीति महागौरीति चाष्टमं नवमं सिद्धिदात्री च नवदुर्गा प्रकीर्तिता। उत्कानि तानि नामा मुसलं च मुसलायुधं एटकं तोमरं चैव परशुं पाशमेव च कुण्ठायुधं त्रिशूलं च शार्ङ्गम् आयुधमुत्तमं दैत्यानादेहनाशाय भक्तानामभयाय च धारयन्तायुधानित्यं देवानां च हितावै नमस्तेऽस्तु महारौद्रे महाघोरपराक्रमे महाबले महोत्साये महाभयविनाशिनि त्राहि मां देवि दुष्प्रेक्ष्ये शत्रूणां भयवर्धिनि प्राच्यां रक्षतु मामेन्द्रे अग्नेयामग्निदेवता दक्षिणेवतु वाराहि नैऋत्यां खड्गधारिणि प्रतीचा वारुणी रक्षे वायव्या मृगवाहिनी उदीचा पातु कौमारी ईशान्या शूलधारिणी ऊर्ध्वं ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षे तदस्ता वैष्णवी तथा एवं दशदिशो रक्षे चामुण्डाश्च वाहना जया मे चाग्रता पातु विजया पातु पृष्ठतः अजिता वामपार्श्वे दक्षिणे चापराजिता शिखामुद्योतिनी रक्षे मुमामूर्ध्नि व्यवस्थिता मालाधरी ललाटे च भ्रुवोद्रक्षे यशस्विनी त्रिनेत्रा च भ्रुवोर्मध्ये यमघण्टा च नासिके शङ्खिनी चक्षुषोर्मध्ये श्रोत्रद्वारवासिनी कपोलो कालिका रक्षे कर्णमूले तु शाङ्करी नासिकायां सुगन्धाश्च उत्तरोष्ठे च चर्चिका अधरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षतु कौमारी कण्ठदेशे तु चण्डिका घण्टिका चित्रघण्टाश्च महामाया च तालुके कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षे वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला ग्रीवाया भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिका नलकूबरी स्कन्धौ खम्बिनी रक्षे बाहु मे वज्रधारिणी हस्तर्योदण्डिनी रक्षे अम्बिका चाङ्गुलीषु च नखांशूलेश्वरी रक्षे कुक्षो रक्षे कुलेश्वरी स्तनौ रक्षेन्महादेवी मनःशोकविनाशिनी हृदये ललिता देवी उदरे शूलधारिणी नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षे गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा पूतना कामिकामेणु उदे महिषवाहिनी भट्ट्यां भगवती रक्षे च चक्रिणी पुत्रम् इन्द्राणि मे रक्षे पशून् मे रक्ष चण्डिके पुत्रान् रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मी भार्या रक्षतु भैरवी पन्थान् सुपथा रक्षेन् मार्गं क्षेमकरी तथा राजद्वारे महालक्ष्मी विजया सर्वदा स्थिता रक्षाहीनं तु यत्स्थानं वर्जितं कवचेन तु तत्सर्वं रक्ष मे देवी जयन्ती पापनाशिनी पदमेकं न गच्छेत् यदि चेत् शुभमात्मना कवचेनावृतो नित्यं यत्र यत्रैव गच्छति तत्र तत्रार्थलाभाश्च विजया सर्वकामिका यं यं चिन्तयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति निश्चितं परमेश्वरम् अतुलं प्राप्त्यसे भूतले पुमान् निर्भयो जायते मर्त्यः संग्रामेष्वपराजिता त्रैलोक्ये तु भवेत् पूज्या कवचेनावृता पुमान् इदं तु देव्या कवचं देवानामपि दुर्लभं यः पठे प्रयतो नित्यं त्रिसन्ध्या श्रद्धयान्विता दैवीकलाभ वैस्तस्य त्रैलोक्येष्वपराजिता जीवेत् वर्षशतं साग्रं अपमृत्युविवर्जिता नश्यन्ति व्याधयः सर्वे लूता विस्फोटकादयः स्थावरं जङ्गमं चैव कृत्रिमं चापि यद्विषम् अभिचाराणि सर्वाणि मन्त्रयन्त्राणि भूतले भूचराखेश्चराश्चैव जलजाशोपदेशिका सहजा कुलजा माला डाकिनी शाकिनी तथा अन्तरिक्षचराघोरा डाकिन्यश्च महाबला ग्रहभूतपिशाचाश्च यक्षगन्धर्वराक्षसः ब्रह्मराक्षसवेताल कुष्माण्डा भैरवादय नश्यन्ति दर्शनात् तस्य कवचे हृदि संस्थिते मानोर्नतिर्भवेत् राज्ञा तेजो वृद्धिकरं परं यशसा वर्धते सोऽपि कीर्तिमण्डितभूतले जपेत् सप्तशतीं चण्डीं कृत्वा तुं कवचं पुरां यावृत्मण्डलं धत्ते सशैलवनकाननं तावत्तिष्ठति मेदिन्या सन्तति पुत्रपौत्रिकी देहान्ते परमं स्थानं यत्सुरैरपि दुर्लभं प्राप्नोति पुरुषो नित्यं महामाया प्रसादता जपते परमं रूपं शिवेन सह मोदते इति देव्या कवचं सम्पूर्णम् साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता